it is the lady that we are talking about that makes us both go, yeah, I don't think I'll take that fight. Yeah. The Bullet, Valentina Shevchenko. So Lauren Murphy, I love her. She's a sweetheart of a person. She came from that grappling background. She likes, standing on the feet. She was in the tough series and stuff and didn't do as well as, she would have liked to. And she was picked as one of the top, ladies in that one, but she's worked her way back. She's gotten a lot of wins, and this is what you get for getting those wins is you get a shot at the Bullet. And it's look, you got to be honest, man. Lauren Murphy, she has a good ground game. She's just, the big difference that I see in this fight is speed. There's a huge difference in the speed of both competitors, and that might be the difference as far as Shevchenko is going to be able to come in, land shots, and get away without the counters touching her. And she's going to frustrate Lauren. Lauren's going to then try to hit her with bigger shots. She's going to overextend. Takedowns are going to come. It'll be Lauren on her back based upon it. I think she's fighting, one of the most talented female fighters there is in the sport today. And so the odds are against her in this. Let's just be honest. But she can win because she's tough. She is a gamer. She's got skills. It's just that she's fighting that number one person.
Yeah, I think Valentina is the number one female in the world. I don't want to take anything away from Amanda Nunes. I don't want to take anything away from Cyborg. I don't want to take anything from Rose Namajunas. Yep. I think they're all phenomenal fighters. But the thing is, I look at Valentina as being the one. The reason why I put her on such a pedestal when it comes to that is because what she did against Amanda Nunes is those fights were very close. There was moments there where, if she could have done a little bit more based off the size, she wasn't able to, and the technique and everything. She's a phenomenal fighter. And like you said, I feel bad for all the females that are fighting at 125, because where you go from here? I keep getting there, but no one's like getting about all the fighters that for those years with John Jones. Yeah. Or the years with GSP, they're like, man, I just can't beat him. Like, it's like, shit, what are we going to do? Same shit with Matt Hughes and, in that scenario as well. There's been a lot of top fighters that were there for a long time. People just get frustrated. Like, man, eventually someone's going to come along, and beat her.
And it might be Lauren.
Yeah, and it might be. Do you look at Lauren Murphy in terms of like almost like a Matt Serra? With the GSP? Could it happen? Give me that. Come on, John.
Look,
fucking lie to me right now. Okay, tell me something.
I don't care. This is and this is why you always say, and this is why you fight the fight. All the bullshit, all the crap that we're talking about, all the opinions and everything. They're just that. They're opinions. They don't mean anything until that fight actually happens. Now, it might be that every opinion we have is absolutely right, and then you just go, yeah, but you should have known that. But when it doesn't go that way, and the underdog comes out and takes that win, then you go, yeah, we don't know anything, because, I would have, you just look and you go, hey, let's just be honest about this, man. You take a look at both of these fighters and their styles. You take a look at what they're good at. You take a look at the athleticism comparisons and everything. Everything is telling you that Valentina should win this fight. But that doesn't mean anything, because you can't count what's in here. The heart of a champion, and then being smart in the fight and coming up with, that thing that you figured out that gives that opponent a problem. And then you just keep pressing that problem. You can win that fight. You can pull off a Matt Serra versus a George St. Pierre.
Well, yeah, I mean, like just last weekend, a couple days ago,
the big tuna,
the big fucking tuna, the big tuna, man. I put my foot in my mouth. I was like, I just didn't see how he was going to beat Christian Edwards. I thought maybe if he got on top, was able to make him carry the weight, do some ground and pound, maybe jump to a submission. I thought that. Never in a million years did I think that he was going to knock him out. Never. Yeah. I would never have thought that. When he came in and did the fighter meetings and he said he had faster hands, I was like, but I wouldn't say that so much they were faster, but they were just on point.
No, they were accurate.
They were very accurate and on point.
And he threw it at the exact right time, and you can sit there and say that was luck. I don't think it was. I think it was. I don't think
so either.
It was skill. He saw that switch. He said, oh, here I go. I'm going to throw this. It landed exactly where he wanted it to, and so that's called skill.
Big Tuna lit up Twitter that night. That was pretty funny.
Oh, he was awesome.
Big Tuna lit up. It wasn't just him. People were like, holy shit, where did this guy come from?
Well, let's just be honest, okay?
Yeah.
Ben Parrish has lost a lot of weight in his life, and he's got a lot of loose skin. He's got the dad bod. And so anytime you have that, first off, people are going to go, oh, you're going to lose.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You know, Roy Nelson fought with a body that was not actually that good looking for a long time and won a lot of fights. Pretty big country, sexy. Baby. But it's, you know, the truth, and people look towards that Greek god type body, like a Yoel Romero, like a Phil
Josh
Davis.
Thomson. Yeah, I get it.
Like a Yoel Romero, like a Phil Davis.
Jeez.
At one time you did.
No, man,
let's just be honest, baby.
I still have an ab or two.
Happy birthday to you.
When I squeeze hard enough, I can get an ab to kind of poke out.
Dude, that's not an ab. That's called a hernia.
Oh, yeah, that might be the same. You might be right. But yeah, back to Ben Parrish. Got a little bit of the dad bod, a little bit like Podcast Dave, kind of just like hangs over a little bit. But hey, it's just years of good living. That's what it is. I look at it that way.
There's the one thing that body tells me is there's discipline in his heart. There's discipline in his brain, because he was overweight and he lost a ton of weight, and that's why he has the excess skin. But that tells me, hey, that's a person that can be dedicated. And that's the one thing that I look at when I see it, is like, all right, at least I know that person puts their mind to something, they can accomplish it. So he had a great night, and we're going to be talking about the Big Tuna. I love that name, man. I'm sorry.
Big Tuna, yeah. I said Big Tuna laid down the big kahuna that night. Look, Valentina, I think she's gonna get it done. But if we're gonna do weighing in on the odds here in a second, and when we do that, I'm gonna take a real good, long, hard look at the Lauren Murphy odds.
Yeah,
I'm just being honest. I mean, because I'm expecting her to be quite the underdog.
Well, and this is where you look and you say, does she have a chance of winning? Yes, she could win that fight. And so if she's a 1,000 underdog, I don't know what it is right now, but it's somewhere, let's say 850 to 1,000 is an underdog, and you throw $20 down on it, you can win a couple $100, man. And so you lose $20 if she doesn't. So what?
Yeah.